Hello and welcome to Bracken Moor for this commentary between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Prescot Cables. I am your commentator, Adam Allcroft. We are sponsored by R&R Crown Van Hire and the Spire Claremont Hospital, and we look forward to welcoming you for this game as we invite the Merseyside club here to S36. So the Steels coming from a decent away day. 1-1 draw, Orange Town. Could have been more though. Very disappointing conceding that fluky long-range effort from Scott Butler in the end. And now we come back to what is a 6-pointer. A win today could be massive. Not only would it help us get closer out of the relegation zone, it would drag Prescot Cables into that battle. And I think when you're down in that bottom three, you want as many teams in fear of dropping down into the bottom three above you as possible, because then one of the teams, you'd hope, will make a slip-up. At the very least, they'll make a slip up against each other. So let's go through the teams for you. We'll start with Stocksbridge Park Steels. It's Ben Townsend in goal. He wears the captain's armband. Then it's Tom Charlesworth, Connor Smythe, Luke Hogg, Marcus Everington, Paul Iggulden, Sam Kay, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Tommy Marshall. On the bench today is Thomas Poole, Alfie Bradshaw, Keenan Ferguson, Luca Cancello and Christopher Bumira. For Prescot Cables, it's Oisin Cooney in goal, then Alex McNally, James Devine, Peter Clark, Liam Hollett the captain, Charlie Doyle, Jack Goodwin, Tom Scully, John Murphy, Tony Donaldson and Matthew Waters. On the bench is Francis Smith, James Foley, Sheriff Deans, Oscar Rosenblatt and Essa Jana. The captain's just doing it there, handshakes in the middle as we prepare for this one. We will of course keep you up to date with everything else happening across the Northern Premier League Premier Division, as well as local score lines and Premier League fixtures. Hello to Mark Hayes, but no Wednesday on today, so listen to this. Come on, Steel. Well, hopefully it will be a cheerier day than what's beckoning in S2 tomorrow. As Stocksbridge look to try and overcome their poor home form, they are still yet to win at home in 2026. Their last win coming back in October here at Bracken Moor against Warrington Town. But it looks like the home fans are ready, looks like the home team are ready. And we are just getting the final case from Umar Ahmed, our referee. He's assisted by Dwayne Chappell and Joe Wink-Simmons. And well, we're about to go, here we go. Alex O'Connor, not quite ready actually. And now we will get underway here. So Stocksbridge Park Steels in the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from left to right, while Prescot Cables are in a sky blue and white striped shirt, sky blue shorts and sky blue sock, kicking from right to left. As Steels did win against Prescot Cables, and in fact we're out trying to put the mockers on things, touch wood. The Steels have actually never lost to Prescot Cables. All three matches between the two teams have been 3 wins for Stocksbridge, and Stocksbridge are on the attack right now with Tommy Marshall. Oh, now back to Kay, trying to get down the left hand side, trying to get some space. Marshall wanting on the right, puts a very high dangling crossing. O'Connor at the far end misses his header, goes beyond him, will be collected here. Left hand side for him, knocked away. Only back to Hogg though. Charles was offering help, but Hogg will go on his own. Tries to spin a ball out to the right. Morris trying to rescue it, just a bit too much on it. But Morris did, while colliding with the fencing at the far side here, the wooden barriers, knock it out for a throw instead of a goal kick. The last time we played here, it was goals from Ryan Hindley and Scott Bates that led to Stocksbridge winning the match. Back in 2003. The same year Peter Clark, who plays for Prescot Cable today, made his debut for Everton. So back here with Charles for a throw-in, as they did nick the ball back from Prescot. They'd love an early goal. Plenty of movement in the box as it goes into the box, headed up into the air, and towards the 6-yard area. It's not clear, only back to O'Connor, takes a shot, block, appeals for a handball, not given, but despite appeals from the home fans, I would say the referee's made the right choice. I think he hit the top of the chest, hit the badge more than anything. But an early good moment for Stocksbridge. We'll of course try and keep up to date with everything else happening across the country. There's already a goal in South Yorkshire. Haversley Rec are 1-0 down at home to Harrogate Railway. James Hales the scorer. Stocksbridge getting the ball forward, cleared up into the air, will be another throw-in a good position, and Connor Smythe will get home. And Stocksbridge did score from a long throw in the last game. It's where the Thomas Poole came from, and the disallowed goal also coming from a long throw, the one that I think still rankers with Jordan Lemon and everyone who travelled that day, how it didn't count. I think later footage proved that it definitely should have been a goal. Here comes Smythe, and it is the long throw in, looking for Rawson, heading into the middle 6-yard area. Then it's Clark who heads it out towards far side. Rawson will get it on the left wing, trying to cover it there from Hollett. Goes down under pressure, will go out for another throw right next to the flag, and Connor Smythe will go to take it. Smythe's long throws, they don't look like they'd be effective. They're very loopy and seem to get a bit of area, not the flat long throws you would quite like, the Rory Delap specials. But they have seemed to be effective, and here comes another one into the middle. Once in the 6-yard area, and it was Etherington who almost got onto the end of that. Claimed in the end by Cooney. Ball going long from Cooney now. Launching it long. And it's going to drop. Hogg will head it forward. Marshall tried to get onto it, but headed out towards the left and booted over the top. One that Etherington's able to deal with. Gets it out to Smythe, who launched it forward. Rawson won't chase. Marshall will, but Cooney will get it. Oisin Cooney, who makes his senior English debut today, on loan from Burnley, though he was playing in the Irish League for Finn Harps last season. Ball going out, knocked down there by Clark, who seems to be playing more in a central midfield role today. Seemingly has a bit of a target man. As Marshall will get it back to O'Connor, go forward, looking for Rawson to chase, but that will be covered by the captain Hollett, who is looking to get it back and then clear it upfield. And then Kay heads it. Roy's trying to get it down, but well cut into by Hollett again and cleared away. Yeah, Peter Clark, you will know him, he's the 43-year-old Everton defender, but played for Huddersfield Town as well. Was a big player for Huddersfield Town. He's actually playing at centre forward today for Prescot Cables. Presumably, it's with a young defence. The idea is to try and use his physicality to disrupt in that Danny South / Brett Lovell sort of way, for those familiar with Stocksbridge teams of old. As Eagledon intercepts and clears away with John Murphy causing problems. It goes back to Prescott in the midfield. Not for blocked by Kay. Morris will pick it up, turning well, forward to Rawson. Try to get it to Marshall just behind him, and now Prescott will get it back. That's left. O'Connor pressing, just misses on the tackle. That was good footwork in the end. As Prescott come forward, it's with Matthew Waters, the on loan signing, but he just passes it down to Charles. Charles forward looking for the run of Morris, and it's going to go to the edge of the box where it's claimed by Cooney. Nice idea, didn't work out for the Steels. As ball currently on the right hand side for the away side. It's been played at a quick pace so far in the early parts as Charlie Doyle has it. Back out forward, but a poor pass looking for Goodwin will go out for a throw-in. First goal in the NPL Prem Division, it goes Bamber Bridge's way. They've taken lead against Whitby Town. A very handy scoreline for us. In the Premier League, Chelsea have taken lead against Burnley. João Pedro has scored. Back out on the left here for Smythe, who will take the throw-in. Launch it forwards and knocked into the middle. And out to the left as Prescott get it back. Charles of pressing. Great side over Charles of. Can he get the second? No. Waters put under pressure. And then Charles of, he knows he's tripped Waters as he tried to get to it. He's admitted forward that Waters is staying down. Just an honest one from Charles. If he was trying to get to the ball, but he's clipped Waters a bit. He's gone down, but it looks like he's hurt himself a bit more than I think he expected to.
I'm guessing he'll be number 2 minutes from here and I'm likely not to ever happen.
Charles was going to get a talking to here, which I think would be a very unfair yellow card if this was to be the case. There's nothing malicious in it. Charles has been having a drink. He's getting a booking for that. That is a shocking decision. Because it's just one of those. He's going, he's made the first tackle really fairly. He's gone for it second time. He's clipped him. It's a foul, but definitely not a yellow card. He's having a talking to, but I don't think he's annoying talking to. I think everyone would agree that's just one of those that you're going for the ball. Oh, he's just it's a very light touch. It's a fair foul. It's the right decision. He has no card, but he's made a bit of a fuss or nothing there.
I was going to say, don't slip again.
So back with Cooney for this free kick, well out of his box. He launched it forward. Headed on into Ox, looking for Clark, who chests it down, and that's what I think he is up there for, to do, but was cleared away. Back out here on the right. McNally out forward, it's a poor one. Morris will get it. Morris non-shot top, look for Morris. It's well covered by Hollis, but also well two hit as well. Marshall will never get inside. It's a throw for Prescot, but it pushes it back into Prescot's half. 7 minutes gone, 0-0 here. The Steels looking to win at home. For the first time since October. Fans who have stayed remarkably loyal despite that poor run of form at home. Well launched forward, headed away, then headed right back as both teams wrestling for it. Knocked over Smythe, but Iggle will be back and he clears it down the channel, but will go out for a throw-in just inside Stocksbridge's half. Prescott Cable's done exactly what he needed to, push it further up the field. So it's ball goes launched forward and headed away by Sam Kay, who's won a few headers already today. Back it goes, knocked over the top, headed away again. And then out for another throw-in for Prescott. So back on the right will be McNally to take the throw-in front of the McGilvery's advertising order. Remember, you can now purchase one of our advertising hoardings on the shop. He throws it out right here to Goodwin. Could be a good footwork, puts a cross in, it's blocked. It'll be the first corner of the game. Alex O'Connor feeling that it should have been a foul throw. It probably should have been, but you do see it only very rarely penalised. Corner kick now for Prescott. And so the first of the game. Looks like it's Matthew Waters going over to take it for the away team. Here the Prescott fans to our left. One of them's got an old-fashioned rattle, as if he's in the 1950s and he's watching, Stanley Matthews over at Bloomfield Road, a few miles north of Prescott.
I'm glad he's over there and not over here.
Here comes across, right out, swing it into the middle, clean header. Well, should have been better from that header. It's ended up going out to the left wing. Thought that one was destined for the back of the net. In the end, Everington gets a foot in and it will be a throw-in, but I think it was Liam Hollett there who will wish he'd have done better. Let John Lemon shout out his orders to make sure that the Steels are organised properly for a long throw-in from the left inside. Leaning back over the hoardings now. Prescott man who then launched, and that is a really nice long throw. Tried an overhead kick, then eventually stumbled volley that goes only just wide. Townsend weren't too sure about that, but it will be a goal kick. 10 minutes gone in this one. Townsend will get the ball back. By the way, feel free to get involved on the YouTube chat. We will try and shout you out as the game goes on. Townsend, the club captain for the Steels now, alongside Jack Tinker, who is away today. Townsend slicing the ball forward, and it'll be easily headed away back by Murphy. Clark trying to get on the end of it, but we're knocked away from him. Everington tries clearance, and it's blocked by Clark. Mark Everington, one of several Stocksbridge players who was born after Peter Clark made his debut for Everton back in 2003. Just shows you the longevity Clark has had in the game. He made his 1,000th appearance in football earlier on this season. Charlesworth launching the ball forward. Cleared back there by Prescott. Eagledon gets it forward in midfield. Kay looking to be onto it, stretching it, toe poked it forward, but be easy enough for McDally to get onto it and deal with it. He's not under much pressure. Morris is there. We'll go back to Cooney, who takes a touch. Morris continues the press. Cooney gets it out, does well under the pressure. Headed on by Clark over Eagledon, and there's a chance here. Goodwin on the right wing. Goodwin needs help in the middle, and the cross takes a deflection. Will be a corner kick as Prescot are currently in the ascendancy. 12 minutes gone, 0-0. Geisley takes the lead against Warrington Town. LeBron Mabeka, the scorer. Geisley had only won 1 in 5 before today, and we're dropping quite dangerously to the relegation zone. The thing about being mid-table in this league, you're never too far away from it. So we have another corner with the last one, really good delivery, just lacked the quality on the header. They're all packed in the 6-yard area, other than Donaldson, who's just outside. In the 6-yard area, go headed on goal, and then it's actually been knocked over the top by Doyle. It's been given as a corner kick.
How's it a corner?
Not sure how it's a corner, because what's happened is the header's gone. It was going in, and then Doyle's then knocked it over the bar, but it's going to be another corner.
An excellent defensive clearance.
Charlie Doyle doing some brilliant defending for Stocksbridge. But these corners are causing problems. Hi Marquez, apologies if there was an echo. That should be sorted now. Sometimes this switch knocks itself on for what is the karaoke echo. It meant to make you sound a little bit like crap, less like crap when you do it. Here comes another corner from the left-hand side. In swinger, looking for the far post. This one, after 2 brilliant corners, goes us over the bar. Yeah, yellow's been shouted, but it's from Prescot this time, not from James Healy, who's over on the far side, who I think should take that as a challenge. That's actually... We're going to have to text James and say you can't... So back with Townsend, who will need a better kick on him this time. That last one just allowed Prescott to keep the pressure on. Ball forward, looking for Orson, but headed away by Hollett. Hogg will head it back in the midfield, then return, but goes to Charlesoff, who launches it forward, headed away. Marshall tries to get onto it, but it's headed away again. Kay forward, looking for Rawson. Rawson can't get onto the header, will be swept up now by Hollett, who tried to knock it out to right to Goodwin, goes behind him, out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Chance to try and turn momentum the other direction. All launch forward. Rawson basically gives away the foul, pushing in the back immediately. That momentum goes back in Prescott's favour. Daft one to give away by Rawson. And now Prescott get the ball back. Will Whitby have a quick equaliser? Yeah, it's now 1-1 there now. That's Whitby away at Bamber Bridge. Matty Tyman, the man with the goal. He's now back with Cooney. Launches the ball forward. Clark, good chest down by Clark, but it only gives it to O'Connell. Tries to knock it over the top from Marshall to Chase. Devine is trying to cover it. Marshall causing all sorts of problems, but Marshall, I think, has committed the foul there, and it will be a free kick. Actually, I'm trying to see. Prescott came over protesting. Maybe that was given as a throw-in. Just trying to see, and it will be actually be a throw-in for Prescott, not the free kick. I think the Stocksbridge got a bit lucky on. Maltby Main have gone 1-0 down at Winterton. Lewis Shillito, which is a difficult to pronounce name on your own commentary, has scored the goal for Winterton. So it's net ball launch. Will be, well, it's actually no, the referee has now changed his mind and given it as a free kick. You know something? I do wish a referee could just make his mind up sometimes and not just dilly-dally round. Ball going forward. Eagledon heading away will be led by Doyle in the centre of midfield. He's drifted out to the right. Looking forward for Goodwin to chase. Smythe looking to cover. Smythe trying to pace on him. He's trying to just turn away. Knocks it away though. 2K. He's put under pressure by 2 players here. Forced into his own corner flag as he has to pass it back to Smythe. Forwarded to Morris. He's trying to turn. Gets it to O'Connor. Forward to Rawson. Poor touch by Rawson that goes out. And Rawson, early part of this game, is not silencing his doubters so far. The ball back on the right here. Launch forward, head away by Eagledon. Will be another throw-in. As Ashton have taken lead against Stockton. Enoch Luciano scoring. Stockton, who had been hit by the blow of a 3-point deduction earlier. And Hensford lost 5-0 last week away at Hyde. Now winning 1-0 against Lancaster. Montel Gibson, the scorer. Off front forward. Headed away by Smythe. O'Connor knocks it on. Morris trying to chase onto it. Now Prescott have it back. In a good position, not far from the box. Back in midfield. A bit of a loose pass that will lessen the pressure on, and they put a cross into the box. Head away by Charlesoff. Clark will try and head it back in, but Charlesoff heading it back out again. Then knocked forward by Devine. Now out to the left to Waters. Tries to get past Hogg. Can't do so. He gives it back to Charlesoff. His clearance is blocked out for a Steele's throw-in. Steels haven't really got out their own half so far. Rossington Main have taken the against Wombwell in the South Yorkshire derby. Myron Gibbons has scored. Ball going forward, headed by Rawson. Marshall will try and chase it, trying to get past Hollett. Hollett does really well, holding him off, making sure that Marshall's pace wasn't a factor. Other way, Eagledon knocks it forward to Hogg, then back out to Smythe, who's going to have to launch this, and he does, but no one's there for it. McNally, not a great touch by McNally, but he does manage just to knock it forward before it's kept in. Well brought down by Clark, who's playing target man very well. Peels on handball, not given. And here comes ball. It will go out for a goal kick. Last touch from the Prescot man. Good defending there from Etherington. Eagledon still protesting for the handball. So back with Townsend now as we prepare for a goal kick. We're still 0-0 here after 19 minutes of play. Say Prescott have been the better side in the last 10 minutes, as it looks like we are falling foul to some of those same home woes. Hogg knocking it forward. He's looking for Morris. We're headed back to Cooney though. Quickly launched it out. It's not a great throw though. Charlesoff wins it. There's an opportunity here as Charlesoff goes down the right. Rawson's calling for it. The cross is blocked. It will go out for a throw-in next to the flag. Cooney there just working a bit too quickly and almost got caught out for it. Got helped out by Scully there, who made the block. We'll be back now for Charles' minute throwing. It's going to be a long throw for Charles, which you haven't seen from him very often. And there it goes. It doesn't make it to the 6-yard area. Head out into the middle. Kay takes a strike. He takes deflection out to the right to Charles, who takes the touch. Puts the cross in. Looping Cooney. Drops it at first. And then Merrington gets it still loose in the box. Marshall takes a strike. Takes one goal. Cleared off the line. And then Prescott clear it. We'll go back to O'Connor, who puts it back in the middle. And trying to get to it is Morris. He clips Cooney on the way through. Will be a free kick. Cooney staying down and a few rolls off him. And a yellow card for James Morris. And I think a few of the rolls helped with that decision.
Oh, look, he stood up now.
As Cooney
Lazarus
gets up, there is jeers from the Stocksbridge crowd. And back with the young keeper who knows some of the dark arts, let's just say, for a young keeper.
Is that not equivalent to diving now?
Well, one for the overlap.
Yeah.
As an offside hold on Prescott from that kick forward, Stocksbridge get the ball back. Guys live on 2-0 for Warrington Town. Elliot Owen has got the goal. Former Steele. So two centre-backs have scored for Guiseley now today.
Set piece FC.
That is a bit pot kettle black, isn't it, for us, let's be honest. As Rossington Main have also double the lead. Nilman scoring. Townsend launching the free kick, trying to get it into the box. Well, Lupin could have took a bit of an awkward bounce. Cooney was watching it all the way, though. So if that had hit a divot, Cooney might have been in trouble. Etherington will chase on. Etherington likes causing a problem in the opposition box, I've noticed. Every time it goes, because the ball goes forward, Charlesworth will head it away. We'll go out for a throw-in near the halfway line. Be a throw-in here. Just thrown by Prescot forward. Charlesworth heading away. Kay launching forward, looking for Rawson. Headed out from there though, and then headed on by Scully. Out to the right to Goodwin. Tried to knock it over the top, looking for Clark. Clark who chests it down and a bit clumsy few touches, but Stocksbridge trying to get onto it. They can't. Goodwin has it back into midfield, but well won by O'Connor. Trying to get down the left hand side now. Try to keep it in. Can't do so. Goes out for a Prescot throw in close to the halfway line. Back on the right, and there's 2 balls they're deciding between at the moment, but McNally will instead use the one he's currently got. Ball thrown forward, headed on to the right, well in though from Etherington. It will be another throwing close to the corner of the box. Back out on the right. Here, going to see a long throw in here, as we've seen a few times in this game already. And here comes the curling run to get some space for the long throw. When it, Eagleton will head it away. Back out to the right, and Stocksbridge trying to get in and add it deep as Scully knocks it down the right. Smythe trying to cover here. He's going to be some trouble. He's got the touch here, Smythe. It's going to go out. It will be a goal kick though. The last touch coming from Charlie Doyle. Last time Charlie Doyle visited Brecon Light was when Stocksbridge beat Marine in the FA Cup back in 2022. Mitch Langton's last minute volley, the winner in that game. Quite a few former Marine players in this team. Unsurprising considering they're not too far away. Okay, Townsend launches this ball forward. Goes over the top everyone. Morris tries to head on, looking for Marshall. Cleared away. Hull can only knock it up into the air. And well in there from Murphy to get this in Prescott's favour, but then in the end, Eagleton clears it. Comes off a Prescott man. Will be a throw-in for the home team. God almighty, red card already 2-0 for Ashington after 23 minutes. 71 points, 10 points advantage, and they've got 2 games in hand. I think they're going to be Premier Division team soon, as Stocksbridge are on the attack here on the left. Morris, some good footwork from Morris. Into the box he goes. He's taking the shot. It's like right at Cooney. Just needed more direction towards the far post. Cooney had read that. But good work from him to make it from a tricky position. He managed to get himself into the box. Kind of gets a flick onto their header there, but Charles just booms it up forward. Rawson getting it on, and then Morris out to Marshall. Marshall bringing it down well. Can he put the cross in low into the near post, and blocked and cleared. Hogg trying to get onto it, headed forward. And it will be back, and it will go to Eagleton, who can't keep it in. We'll go out for a throw-in. Just seen the play that's just left Prescot Cables. Matty Devine for FC United. He's just had a booking. Pardon? Well, obviously whatever the booking for has led to a goal. We'll just get an update on that when it comes through an NPL Live. The one-stop shop for all your live scores from the Northern Premier League on the Pitching In Northern Premier League. As Rawson heads one on, looking for Marshall here, but cleared away before he can get to. That might be the league gain us something nice after that.
I doubt it.
Smythe will have this row. We've seen he's capable on throw, but I think that's a bit too much for him. It loops, so he's going to make it to the box. Rawson will head it into the middle and then head it out. But O'Connor will race onto it. He's actually going to let Charlesworth get it. Charlesworth will try and take it down the right. He's trying to get past Waters, but then Waters does really well covering it. Will go out for a throw in right next to the flag for the away team. So back on this left-hand side. 27 minutes gone. 0-0 here. On forward, headed on into the middle to Murphy, tries to turn. Everington trying to get a foot in. Eventually it's Hogg who got a foot in. It almost stays in. It's got, and I'm about to say, the referee calls it. We've had that already at this, where it's not being called out of play. Don't know why Townsend was well out of it. Will be a throw into Stocksbridge. Protest from the Prescot man.
Dubious.
I don't think it was. Tony Donaldson, who had his perm freshened up for the game today. The Scout stereotypes don't tend to be true, but he's got the hair. Kevin Keegan would be very proud of that one from the 80s. Here come Townsend, ball in, flicked on by Eagledon, but both teams are going to appeal for a goal kick or a corner, but it will be a goal kick. Comes to nothing for Stocksbridge. So Gainsborough, they did confirmation. They took the lead against FC United. Harrison Beeden has scored. Hensford gone 2-0 upon Lancaster. Montel Gibson and Guiseley 3-0 upon Warrington Town. Oliver Brown, the goal scorer. Just what we said about Redcar earlier, they're 3-0 up on Ashington already. They are destroying that league, just piece by piece. They haven't lost though, 3 times. Nice ball back here for keeper Cooney to take. Launch it forward, head away by Hull. Rawson bringing it out well. Can he turn? Turns. Trying to find Morris, intercepted and cleared, but it'll only be cleared to Charles. We've got a bouncing ball. Has to just knock it forward to O'Connor, then back to Charles, who gets it out wide for Marshall. Battle to keep it in for the young winger. Can't do so, but he does make it sure it's a Stocksbridge throw-in. Henderson Church are not only down to 10 men, Nathan Keesley being sent off, but they've gone 1-0 down. Bradley Morton putting Parkgate ahead in a South Yorkshire derby. Charles will take a long throw here. Something Stockbridge have added to the arsenal. And that's not a pun based on the other team that use long throws. No, I'm pretty sure it's a good one. Throw in the middle, headed on into the middle. Morris hooks it, it's going towards goal, but Cooney will claim didn't really have the pace on it to threaten. They're going wide as well. You can see they're winning the first headers from these long throws. Ball going forward. Okay, we'll head it away, looking for Morris, headed back. Hogg will get it forward, looking for Rawson, but headed back again. Kay trying to knock it down, but then it just goes loose. Smythe trying to cover it, gets a push in the back, and it's going to end up, it will be a free kick Stockbridge's way. The linesman initially flagged for a Prescot throw-in, but he's given a push like that before early in the game, so I think it's one of those that probably weren't a foul, I'd say. I wouldn't give it if I was a referee, but he's given one like it, so he's got to give it consistently now throughout. So, back on the left now. Here with Smythe, who's going to take this free kick. Launches it very high and loopy. Rawson gets the header, doesn't really get track of it. Eagledon gets a bit of a clip in the middle, but I don't think that was enough for a penalty. No one appealed for it anyway, as Goodwin now has it outside the box and will clear it away. And it now will bounce out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. 31 minutes gone, 0-0. Prescot fans coming up with a wide range of songs to our left. I don't know why they were singing to Zombie, but that's probably my favourite one so far. Do like it hearing a bit of Cranberries at the football. Forward, headed away. We'll go out for another Stocksbridge throw-in. Smite Prescot appeals. Kind of left with Smythe. A long throw from Smythe, might be about 40 yards away from goal, doesn't make it to the box, head away. Hogg contesting for the 50-50. Gets it out to Kay. He slips and he drags down his man at the same time. Advantage given as a ball knocked forward. Back to Townsend. And it's, as he claims, I'm a bit surprised that he's not come back for a free kick to Prescot. Because, yeah, it was advantage. But it was, you know, well, in the end it went back and it's cleared away. Just noticed that our young fans are just making their way to the opposite side of the stadium, and there is a steward in tow. So I'll be there, me from TikTok, isn't it? As the ball goes forward and out for a throw-in. He's doing well, he's doing his job, he's keeping track of them, making sure that they are supporting the team and not going too overboard, as unfortunately sometimes youngsters can. They do need to be taught every so often. Well, it's forward, Morris controlling it, trying to get it forward to Marshall. In the end it'll go out for a throw-in after his pass was blocked. Brighton Hove Albion have taken lead against Brentford. Gomez the goal scorer. It will be the long throw from Smythe. About 5 yards from, you know, level with corner of the box, I'd say, where the M&M advertising hoarding built around you. Hello, M&M. Renew your sponsorship when it comes time. As Smythe launches it in, it's been controlled down by Marshall, but cleared away before he can turn. Charles will check it as it goes back to Townsend, who will return it, a boot forward. Cleared away before it gets to Eagledon. Back it goes. Hogg brings it down on his chest quite smartly. Then trying to get it down left. No one's there though. It will go out for a throw-in. 33 minutes gone in this game. Hensford now 3-0 upon Lancaster. Omari stealing James' score. They are responding really well to losing 5-0 to Hyde last week. I think that's just going to be written off as a blip now. I think there's a lot of stories being written of, well, about the change in management there, that are now being rewritten. Leeds United have just taken lead against Aston Villa. Miroslav Stak, the scorer. As Aston Villa take a blow in. Are we still saying they're in the title race, Aston Villa? But, well, that's a blow to the title race anyway. As it Eagleton launches it forward. Look for Rawson. Comes way off him, and then Prescot clear. Charles will come challenge Waters, who gets it way forward. Hogg heads it back to O'Connor. O'Connor, high lofted one. Brought down well by Charles. Back it goes to O'Connor. Drilling it to Morris, who holding it up. Back out to the right to Charles, who can't control. Out for a throw-in, who just curses himself as he does so. It was a good looking attack for a moment, but Stokes were just making mistakes in key quarters. I think there's just a bit of a chill who just hit Stocksbridge here, as well as forward, and Marshall will head it out for another throw-in. Back here, Devine will take the throw-in. James Devine. Matty Devine leaving for SC United earlier in the week. Thrown forward. Etherington just loses out the physical battle. It was Murphy who knocked it forward, but cleared away. But Prescott it back. First time pass from Waters in the middle. Well tackled there from Hogg. Goes out for a throw-in. Murphy, I think, giving a bit of a return after his physical play. All for air though, from both teams. Stocksbridge have had the better chances in this game. Marshall has had one cleared off the line. Etherington will head that away into the middle. This could go for Prescott. They got it on the edge of the box. Being dragged away now by Doyle, who almost broke through. Key tackle from Smythe, who moved into the centre. O'Connor gets the deflection going his way, but Prescott now have it back. Kay, good strong header forward. Then back in defence, cleared out, goes to O'Connor. O'Connor outright to Marshall. Marshall has a chance to run. Marshall putting the cross in, and it's going to go into Cooney's arms. And Marshall, who has good pace on him, just lacks the quality of cross sometimes. So back with Cooney. Will launch it forward. Smythe will head it away. Morris he got the header but didn't know where it went. Armenti got cleared out. Stocksbridge throwing now. Back with Smythe now for the throw-in as Steele's looking to take the lead in this one. Ball going all the way forward. Gabriel O'Connor, but he's given something, the referee. I think he's given a free kick for a pull from Rawson, and we'll be back now to be a Prescot free kick. Bit of a light one, but I think this referee has been given light ones all day. Rawson also getting a bit of a talking to from Umar Ahmed. So they're not going to lead, but red card now 4-0 up on Ashington. I don't know what they'll do when they get to this league next year. Because it'll be very interesting to see how they deal with it. But they are a lot of fun mass players who struggled with this league a few years ago. So maybe that. And Hallam have gone 1-0 down to Grimsby Borough. This will take a while. Jack Thomas, Robinson, Barlow.
Okay.
I thought Rawson has it now. He's trying to find Marshall. Marshall trying to outpace his man. And there's a clumsy enough tackle. Marshall trying to get up to see if he can get to loose ball. Cooney gets, and not enough on Marshall there to be a free kick. One of those where it could have easily gone either way there with Hollett making the tackle. Would have been a big decision. I think it's one of those where I think it would have been a red card if that decision had been made. So maybe just didn't want to make the free kick to give the red. Rawson down the channel looking for Morris. Touch on here, being forced backwards is Hollett. Back to Cooney. Cooney, slice ball forward. But it's going to be Prescott who managed to clear away first. Smythe trying to be onto the clearance, he is. Tries to short to Hogg. Hogg has to get the 50-50 to stop it from going forward. It's back in the defence, but back with Hollett who plays it forward. Hilden wins the header, but will go out of play for a Prescott throw-in. Hilden was thinking it was going to go up there his way. Hello, Caroline Frost, saying listening from work. Come on, Stocky. That means Graham's going to make his joke that I'm putting all the people in the care home to sleep again. I can make a bingo sheet at this point. Oh, Lord Ford. Kay just misses that, but Smythe will get to it. He's out for another throw-in, but from a dangerous position near the box. Closing on the end of the half. 39.5 minutes gone. Rain coming down here at Brackenmore. Yes, I thought I could hear it, but then I can see it now. Ball launched forward, brought down well in the box by Prescott. Went loose for a second. That looked dangerous for a moment. It goes out to the left wing though. First time cross into the middle, not all to 6-yard area, but Townsend is all over that. Now, booted forward, looking for Rawson, but well wide of him, headed back into midfield. Kay could win this, and Kay has won this. Out to left towards Morris, but overhit and out for a throw-in. So we'll... So back now. I'll throw in here for Prescott Cables. As the Rangers took... Oh, that's just suddenly come down from the rain as McNally launches forward and then headed back into midfield, not followed by Donaldson. And will be just bounce, awkwardly bounce, stays in play though. Smythe down the channel. And then a touch, and it's going to be a Prescott throw-in. I think it must have come off McNally before. Well, after it went over the line. Went forward and headed on and brought down well by Murphy back into midfield. Switched over to the left wing. And it's just going to bounce, and can Prescott keep it in? No, but what happens is Charles gets the last touch. Maybe just Charles a bit too keen on that one. You alive still, Writer us? We're using the milk here again. That was your moments mistake, because Divine comes up to take that throw-in. Forward, Charles have tried to get it away. Goes out towards the right wing. Smythe loses the physical battle. Goodwin will take the touch. Skewing up the shot, but blocked by Hogg. Hogg doing good to rescue Smythe, who made the mistake. And then a great sliding challenge from Luke Hogg. Return in the middle. Kay knocked it back into midfield. And launched over the top. He knocked over the top, and then England tried to get away. Everington gets away. There's appeals. It was for a high foot, not given. As Kay, that was a hospital pass for Kay as it comes off the back of his ankle. Great sliding challenge from Hogg, though. O'Connor on the ball. Looks forward to comment. Playing a bit too pretty here, I think. As they get back to Smythe, who then just gets it away because they were just inviting pressure onto themselves. Yes, Prescott still have the ball, but it's in their own half, and they've just slipped, and it's now a Stocksbridge throw-in. Luke Hogg is having a brilliant performance so far in this game. Frickley have gone 1-0 down to Beverley. Macaulay Snellgrove, the scorer. One of the quickest declines, I think, of any football team, Frickley, for the last 20 years. As Morris has it towards the edge of the box, stumbling a bit and cleared away. Charlesoff will be the man on it. He's going to want to take it out wide. Clip cross into the middle. Rawson's waiting and then head away. Then Morris shot, and then it's somehow not. It is in the line, and James Morris is the one who's got it. It's a clumsy goal, but it's made its way in. 1-0 to the Steels.
Goal scorer of Stockbridge Park Steels, number 10, James Morris.
And James Morris, the man with the goal. And the Steels now lead 1-0 here before the end of the first half. James Morris. Getting it, Morris. Oh, come on, you stop interrupting me. You're very rude.
It's a Wednesday fan, what do you expect?
Oi. It's 1-0 to the Steels here.
Not used to seeing goals.
As Prescott get us back underway here. Tommy Marshall did get a touch, but whether he didn't get the deciding touch, which is normally how these are decided.
Yeah.
So, as that's a very high foot there, that's not penalised by him. A very big ooh from the crowd. As all cleared away. Nice Smythe. Marshall trying to cause a problem. Head away from him. O'Connor wants to be onto the 50-50. He is. And Marshall's in front of him. O'Connor does well to keep it in. Now Marshall going down the right. He's got some options in the middle as he runs at his man. Tries to put the cross in block. Corner kick. First corner of the game for the Steels. And now there's some noise here at Brackham Moor. And there's going to be, I think, a man summoned over here for
Alex O'Connor got in at ref.
Alex O'Connor getting told off for the referee. That high foot could have been...
Is he getting a card?
It looks like it could be the second yellow of the game for Stocksbridge.
We shout at the referee, captain out as well.
And Townsend getting summoned over.
I think he's telling O'Connor to tell him to shut up.
O'Connor gets his telling off for, and is, how about shut it next time?
That's his warning.
And it will be a corner kick here for the Steel. O'Connor not taking it. I think it's kind of Smythe taking it. Comes corner looking for the far post. Cooney has to punch it over the bar. No, will be another corner. It'll be from the same spot.
Keeper, that one.
Almost looped in. Connor Smythe, who scored in our last home game. Another very ugly, clumsy goal. But they do all count. The referee's having a few words before we get underway. Here it goes into the middle again. Goes, and Etherington, it goes through his legs, and he could have made it 2-0 had he made a connection. And that is the end of the half. It's 1-0 to the Steels here. Prescot probably had the better of the play on, well, just edging it, but Stocksbridge had better chances. Tommy Marshall had one cleared off the line. But then, right, it was James Morris managing to finish from close range despite a few blocks on the way. It stumbled over the line, and Stocksbridge now 1-0 up. We'll see you for the second half. Hello and welcome back to Brackenmore for the second half of Stocksbridge Park Steels versus Prescot Cables. It's 1-0 to the Steels here. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft. We've just got underway for the second half. We'll go through the team shortly. This commentary is sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire and Spire Claremont Hospital. Prescot are the ones on the move early as they look to get back into this one. But Smythe has just won the tackle and Morris got it. We'll just stick with this for a second, but then the ball's lost. So let's go through the Stocksbridge team. It's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Connor Smythe, Luke Hogg, Marcus Etherington, Paul Iggulden, Sam Kay, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Tommy Marshall. On the bench is Thomas Poole, Alfie Bradshaw, Keenan Ferguson, Luca Kinsella and Christopher Bumira. For Prescot Cables, it's Oishin Cooney, Alex McNally, James Devine, Peter Clark, Liam Hollett, Charlie Doyle, Jack Goodwin, Tom Scully, John Murphy, Tony Donaldson and Matty Waters. On the bench is Francis Smith, James Foley, Sheriff Deans, Oscar Rosenblatt and Essa Janner. Throw-in is just cleared away by Prescott. Iggulden heads it forward, takes a little deflection before Charlesworth looks it to the left wing. Brought down quite nicely here by Goodwin, who gets it down the right. Clark trying to get onto it. Iggulden got a touch on it. Will be a throw-in to the away team. Been told, I haven't seen the update, that Ryland are 1-0 upon Ilkeston Town at the moment. Scully out to McNally. And the ball in from Scully. Good looking one, but Kay's dropped back and headed it away. Goes out to left. Doyle first one onto it. Back to Scully. Thought about a shot. Puts it out to the right instead. To Goodwin. Corner on the box. Back into midfield to Scully. Loops another one in. Townsend claims. Smart work from the goalkeeper. Just taking his time, Townsend. 46 minutes gone. Oh, Mark Hayes wants to say something after your comments about Wednesday fans. He says there's no wrong with Wednesday fans. Weighing in the booth with us, so if you hear anything that's offensive, blame him, not me. Prescott on the attack on the left hand side. Charles has got a foot in, goes out for a throw in. Looks like we're going to see a long throw, as we saw quite a bit in the first half. Looped throw in this rainy day. Etherington charging out to head that one away. Etherington in centre back today rather than right back. Charles had taken his spot at right back. Etherington in the centre with the injury to Alex Whitney last week at Warrington Town, which was a real shame. We're getting to really like Alex Whitney. Proper. For a 17-year-old, the way he was built and the way he headed the ball and cleared the ball, you'd think he were 28. Well, that's what Prescott got a touch, but Stocksbridge clear it. They just can't get it away from their own final third at the moment, though. Prescott Cable doing quite well, keeping the pressure on. They're just going down the left wing now. Charles was blocking them off, and it's allowed to go out for a goal kick. It's really good defended by Tom Charlesworth. Smart and professional, exactly what you need. Hands are 2-0 down at Knaresborough. They're going out of the playoffs at this point. Ben Gelder and Jack Lazenby scored goals before half time. Ball is back with Townsend. Launched towards the right hand side. Rawson's dropping deep to get onto it. Manages to knock it on, but then it's headed away back to Charlesworth, who boots it right into the air and then out of play. That was a quick work from the ball boy, heading over to opposite field. Back now with Devine to take this throw in. Thrown forward, brought down really nicely, but well in by Hogg, who clears it out. Rawson gets onto a par touch in the defence. Marshall now. Forward look from Morris, just overhit, covered here by Hollett, who will return it to Cooney, who's looked a bit uncertain at times. Taking control and then slamming that one away. Hogg intercepts, but touch goes loose from Doyle, when it out to the left, and brought in. Hogg went in for the sliding tackle though. We'll go out for Prescott for it. I don't think it needed the slide tackle that time, but Hogg obviously very energised. Back on the left for James Devine. Thrown forward, headed on, and Head cleared away by Liam Hollett, headed back into the midfield. It's judging here, and Donaldson's brought it down. Good looking shot. Townsend, and it's in the bottom corner. Prescot have a pretty weak equalise in the end. It's not the best shot from Donaldson. It bobbles on the turf, and Townsend's not quick enough to get down to his right. Prescot equalise.
Tony Donaldson.
Townsend won't be happy with that himself. And now Stocksbridge have to do it all again. 5 minutes into the second half. It's come from nothing, that's the most frustrating part of it. And the Seals need to get back onto it now if they want to take the 3 points in this one. I'm going to talk a bit later about how crucial is that second goal. It's come true very, very early in the second half. 1-1 now here at Brackenmore. Tony Donaldson, the man with the perm, scoring the goal. One forward. Crossing in, yeah. You never want to concede to a man with a perm, do you? As Goodwin goes down the right wing here. It's good pace from Goodwin. Cross into the middle. Townsend claims it. Townsend will be frustrated with himself for that one as Smythe puts passing in towards Marsh, who's at centre forward at the moment. Touch takes him out to the left, gets it to Kay. Marsh almost got in his way there. Forward to Rawson, who's looking to turn. He's been pressed back to Morris. Knocked over the top, but should be easy enough to head away. Kay can't get onto it, but Morris does. But then it's well in Goodwin. But then Kay blocks it again. Kay going forward, out left to Rawson. Just needs the cross from Rawson. He's got plenty of options in the middle, but the standing tackle stops him. Rawson will keep it though. Puts the cross in right-footed, not a great one, and Cooney will claim. But Stocksbridge are getting right back on it after that disappointing start to the second half. Ball goes forward, and there's a wrestling match there between Peter Clark and Marcus Everington. No free kick either way. Probably the right decision, to be honest. I think that was 6 of one and half a dozen of other. Townsend launching it forward. Rawson heading on. Marshall trying to get onto it, but covered, and then back to Cooney. Rossington Main 3-0 up on 1-1 now. Harry Mitchell the scorer. As an offside flag goes up on Peter Clark. Free kick to Stocksbridge. Club Ford Colliery are 1-0 up on Ilkley Town. James Simonite the scorer. Peter Clark and Marcus Everington having a few words after that. We said it in the first half. Marcus Everington is one of the players who was born after Peter Clark made his debut for Everton. Bear in mind, back in 2003 when Peter Clark did make his debut for Everton, David Moyes was manager. So some things don't change. Back with Townsend now, who launched it. Clark did try to block it. Ball going forward. Back up off the back of Morris. Hogg tried to get forward, but then it's cleared away by Scully. We'll go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. On foot Welfare, 2-0 up on Glassoughton Welfare. William Mendonca, the scorer. Ball back on the right here. Launch forward, headed backwards, so Morris can get it. Gets it out to right to Rawson. Rawson tries to go forward, tackle goes in. Will be a throw into the Steels on the right though, who have responded well after conceding the goal. 1-1 here. Charlesworth will have the throwing. Can this find its way into the back of the net somehow? Luke throwing in, headed away, and now Prescot will try to break, but just a little touch from Stocksbridge meant it goes out for a throw-in, and John Lemon is very irritated on the sidelines after seeing that lead slip away, and Stocksbridge not really be very strong on the attack on that throw-in. going forward, and now it's O'Connor who just loses track of it, but goes back and Etherington will clear it. Morris, lovely head on the right, just Marshall couldn't bring it down, throwing in. Hallam of equalising Grimsby-Borough, Kearney Clayton the scorer. Ball goes forward, takes a block off the back of Marshall, will be a throw-in for Prescot. Not much sting in this game at the moment. Ball forward, headed forward, Eagledon will boot that one away into midfield, and Prescot just winning those midfield battles at the moment. Forward to Clark, good touch to Donaldson, outright to Goodwin. It's really good football from Prescot. Takes a shot, great save from the leg of Townsend. Corner kick, it's really good play from Prescot. They've opened up the Steel's defence, but this time Townsend, great block save from his right leg. But we have seen Prescott strong from these corners so far. Stocksbridge have responded with their own yellows chance now to our left. As they look to defend this corner, Townsend can't move from the 6-yard line at the moment as it goes into the 6-yard area. Well headed away by Rawson. Donaldson, the goal scorer, heads it back, headed forward. Hood blocked and then onto the corner box, looped towards the far post. Eagledon the one with the header away. O'Connor tries to hit. Donaldson is the one who knocked it down. Well in by O'Connor, and Morris gets it to Morris, and now it's O'Connor knocks it forward to Marshall. Marshall tries to take it beyond his man, and just a heavy touch, and it was well read by James Devine. Back to Cooney, who boots it forward. Kay will head it back. Hoggles wants to get to it, but cleared away from get to him. Will go back now to Townsend. On foot welfare now, freeing up on Glasshoughton. So as Townsend clears out, gets blocked by Clark, and it goes out for a goal kick. That could have been potentially very embarrassing for Townsend, who were not happy with the first way he conceded a goal, and he would have never not been happy if that ended up back in the back of the net. Out with Townsend. Lump forward from Morris, but headed away. Smythe will head it back into midfield. O'Connor that's forward to Rawson. Rawson, great pass off to O'Connor. O'Connor trying to loop a pass into the box, but claimed by Cooney. Penistone Church have equalised with 10 men against Parkgate. Lennon O'Grady the scorer. Etherington tried anyway, not weak header though, just went back to Murphy, but in Stockbridge retained possession. Back with Townsend it goes, who will try to get out to Charlesworth, and Charlesworth has to battle to keep that in. He does well to do so. Tries to lay a pass forward, but intercepted by Scully. But Charlesworth wins it back to Marshall, who's trying to turn man. Knocks Paul Bast is full back, and he's now trying to get past him, and he does. Great work from Tommy Marshall. Tries to find Rawson. Rawson slides, and he can't get enough of a touch. That was what any striker would want, is that sort of ball, and Rawson just a bit late to it and can't get a clean effort. Goal kick. Barnsley were 1-0 up against Huddersfield, but it's 1-1 now. Ledson scoring, and Townsend is down with an injury. Liv Phillips, our physio, will go on to attend to him.
Jordan would have somebody sent off the spare keeper.
He's not on the bench. You know, I asked this question last week of Jordan Lemon, who is the reserve goalkeeper? And now I cannot remember. Because he did tell me.
Hopefully we won't find out.
Hopefully we will not find out. I think Thomas Poole said he would have had a go. Because I think the person who is actually the main reserve one now is actually Jack Tinker, who is not here today. So that's, one of the problems if Townsend can't continue. Who is now back up and ready. No one was taking drinks in that time, by the way, or team talk, so it was legitimate. I think that's getting barred next season, isn't it? Because I think too many teams have done it too often, and it's now been caught out. Ball moving forward, headed on by Clark. He's won every header as Smythe tried to get onto this, but it's been well won on the right wing by Goodwin. Back to Doyle, forward, then back to Doyle again. He'll try to put the cross in, blocked by Kay, throwing. now, and it will be McNally to come up and take this throw in. Loops the throw in into the box. Smythe got pushed as he slipped and then cleared out for another throw in. That one's not given. We have seen pushers like that given as fouls earlier on today. There's another throw will get in short to the edge of the box and then back it goes onto the right wing. Just trying to find the space, but Stocksbridge do clear it, but only back to Scully who got it forward. O'Connor got the first touch, but then it's Donaldson back. The goal scorer Donaldson lays it off here for Scully. Good shot from Scully, blocked, and Charlesworth delayed his clearance and then gets pushed, but it will be a free kick. Don't know why that was a foul and that one wasn't earlier, because that was much less of a push. Back with Townsend now. Ball forward, head away. Morris will chase. And back it will go to Cooney. Goes forward. Took a little deflection off Rawson that. You could hear it. I think maybe even you guys could hear it. Goes into the opposition half now though, and Donaldson brings it down well. Wanted a free kick for some pushing. Kay gave him a bit of afters from Donaldson and all. Who then will get up. And then it's quite head away, but it's given away. Goodwin puts the ball in, blocked. Backing into Scully. Gets it out to the right here. Back it goes. Into the middle from Donaldson, then cleared away. Morris wants to be the man to get the touch, but well kept by Prescott. That now knocked on the left, but Charlesworth intercepts. Now O'Connor tries to get forward, blocked back in middle, brought down by Everington. Everington forward, and this is a good looking pass that Rawson gets onto on the right wing. He's not got much help though. Only Morris in the box. O'Connor's coming from behind him, and now O'Connor will get it. O'Connor goes forward. He's delaying a cross. He will give it back to Charlesworth. Plenty of people in the box now, but they've delayed it quite often, so Prescott got plenty of people back. Now O'Connor puts a cross in, takes a bit of a deflection, and then head away from it, makes it to Kay. Now back to Smythe, urge to shoot, takes a shot, loops over the bar. You can't blame him for having a go. It did tee up very nicely for him. And he did say to me last week after that incredibly scrappy goal, he does only score streamers usually.
Could do another one.
Thomas Poole's coming on. And it looks like Sam Kay is the man heading off.
Real substitution, replacing number 7, Sam Kay. Number 12, Thomas Poole. Didn't see Bodle, did you?
I did, but I didn't see. So I didn't see the numbers. Liv was very quick on him this time. Ball forward, and it is going to go all the way to Townsend. Boots it forward. It'll be Devine who can only get forward, and then collision in the middle, 50-50. That now Charles gets it forward. Good, Marshall holding it up, tried to get it back, but intercepted. But yeah, and it links it all the way to Clark. This pass, and then it goes in the back of the veteran defender turned striker today, and it's a quickly taken free kick. Goodwin bringing it down. He's close to the edge of the box. Well in by Alex O'Connor though, and then out to Thomas Poole. Here comes the counter attack. Thomas Poole, plenty of space to go. Morris is on his left. Gets the pass here to Morris. Morris, good tackle, goes in on him, goes out. Will be a Stocksbridge throw-in despite the appeals of Alex McNally. Bit of a cheeky attempt, I think I'd say. I can imagine referees just get sick of everyone appealing for everything. Notice that Guiseley at some point went 4-0 up, and Stockton v equalised against Ashton. Lawrence Ryland's gone 2-0 on Elkiston as well. Here goes Smythe, a long throw into the box, headed out to the edge of the area, goes back to Hogg, who will head it out to Smythe again, brings it down, tries to put the cross into the box, then headed away again. Poole will be the contestant, he heads it forward, bit of a deflection back, brought down by Marshall, Marshall left footed, got a corner, and Tommy Marshall scores! It's a brilliant finish, it's a missed header from Prescott that's allowed Tommy Marshall to just sneak in there, and on his unfavoured ball, Marshall has put Stocksbridge back in the lead. And I think I've got to say yes fellows again. the Seals now 2-1 up. With Tommy Marshall restoring the lead. Lovely finish from the forward. Goal coming here on the 65th minute. 25 to go. Prescot have got us back underway here. Ball's not forward, head clear. Marshall's won it again, and Marshall's going to try and go again, but good side tackle something to Poole. Poole out to left, takes deflection. Now to Morris. Could this be a double salvo? Marshall once again. Morris wants to go on his own. He's going to lay it off to Rawson. Rawson, close to 6 yard area, blocked, and it's just the wrong pass taken. Rawson could only do what he could do there. Goes out in the end, it will be a Prescot throw-in. Should have gone to Marshall. I think Morris wanted it himself, but I think you can't blame him as a striker, I suppose, who's already scored once today. But it could have easily been 3-1. Marshall could have easily had a second in 2 minutes. It's a loose pass again. Goes to Morris, who tries to find Marshall's offside, and he knows it. Prescott will get it back now.
Defence stepped up just on the right time.
Yeah, good work from the defence. Ball goes out to the right here. Defence not forward. Iggulden will head it away. Poole. Loop ball forward. Marshall will bring it down on his chest. He's trying to turn away. He's got 2 men on him, and he doesn't manage to get it forward. There's a clip on him, and eventually he'll get the ball to Morris. Advantage given, but then the offside is given. But because the offside is given, Umar Ahmed has now called it back for the free kick. The younger is that he wasn't offside. I don't think he was personally, but
yeah.
That was a lot happening in about 10 seconds. So Smythe will take the free kick that's close to the centre circle, just on the left side of it. Club form Colliery 2-0 up on Ilkley Town. Reece Harrison the scorer. We will now come to this here from Smythe, this free kick. Puts it into the box. He's looking for Ross on the far side, but headed away by Clark. Back it goes to Hogg, who puts it in, headed away by Clark again to Poole. Got no space, got 4 men around him, but then tricks it again. Eildon lays it off, and then Poole goes in. If he'd just let it go, Eildon, Poole might have been in. So back now for Cooney to take. The Seals trying to double their lead at the moment. Balls forward, headed on by Clark, but then Smythe will just have this, look to cover this and let it go out for a goal kick. Frickley have got one back against Beverley. Charlie Clegg has scored from the spot. It looks like we're going to see our first substitute from Prescot Cables. Oscar Rosenblatt is the man preparing to come on. And so is Francis Smith. And we're just trying to see who's the man heading off here. Waiting for a number to be. It's number 8, Tom Scully's one of the men heading off, and so is Peter Clark.
He's number 16, Oscar Rosenblatt. And replacing Peter Clark, Francis Smith.
Because you're too loud. Anyway, it's Dexter Townsend for the goal kick, who will want to keep it just as one conceded. Ball forward, head away from Poole, goes in to Townsend. It's not forward, and almost in is Jack Goodwin. Then it goes to Townsend. A bit of, I don't know what the hell is going on between Charles and Townsend, but it's now in Townsend's arms. 69 minutes gone. Ball going forward. Morris trying to head on, but it's headed out by McNally, throwing for Stocksbridge. Go back with Connor Smythe now. Ball headed away into midfield. It's a battle here between Murphy and Hogg, and it's going to be a free kick going Prescott's way, to be honest. There's a bit of afters there as Hogg and Murphy have gone down together, having still been in a tangle. Well, everyone disapparated, and Umad's just going to go, I'm going to leave that alone now for now. Back now it goes for Cooney. Going forward. Headed on again. Still winning the headers. Townsend rushes out to get it. Smythe was covering while Doyle was wanting to run onto that ball. Taking his time now, the goalkeeper. Launched forward. And then headed away by McNally. Poole will head it forward to Morris. Is it down for O'Connor? Knocks it forward. Marshall chase. He's onside. As Marshall has to go out to the left wing. Covered back to Morris. He's only got Rawson to aim at in the middle and 3 men round him. Back to O'Connor. Pass forward looking for Poole. Both players slip in. And that's a free kick given on a foul on Smith, though I think it's a bit of a light one that Randy Smith has kind of got away with. So it's going to be 2 more substitutes for Prescot Cables. James Foley will come on, and so will I think Essa Jana will come on as well. Not seen who's gone off yet, though. I think James Devine is one of the people heading off. He's the one who's been replaced by Jana.
We'll still guess it.
Yes. Oh, use the fantastic NPL Live website. I have all the live updates, including all the substitutions.
It's no good when they've been on for 5 minutes, though, is it?
Because it's Charlie Doyle that's come off for James Foley. Goes forward, Rawson brings it down well to Morris, who comes forward trying to get past Jana. Shoulder ball from Jana. Here's a bit of a man mountain. Gets it over now to Rosenblatt, who just bounces off Smythe. Very physical players have come on now to try and get this game back in Prescott's favour. Back in defence with Jana now. Don't think you're going to be able to run through him anytime soon.
Big lad, isn't it?
He must be about 6'4". And he has. It looks like you can tell he's got a bit of a physique about him as well. Foley lays it forward, sliding tackling. Well, goes still here for Prescott. Smythe just keeps them honest. So loose pass there when Marshall tries to win it, but I think it was instead of just being honest about it and getting away, he has just given the ball away. Now back for Foley. Smith on the ball. Run to Foley. Stocksbridge are going to make another substitute. Hollett. Back out to the right to McNally, then Hollett again. Stocksbridge have got every man behind the ball at the moment as McNally loops the ball forward, head away by Eagledon. And then it's down to Donaldson, who goes back, and then it's a sliced effort from Francis Smith that eventually goes through Tom Charles' legs and close to the corner flag, then it was the goal. So 73 minutes gone, Stock's going to make their second substitute of the day. It'll be Alfie Bradshaw coming on, and he's going to replace the goal scorer and potential match winner, Tommy Marshall.
Replacing number 11, Thomas Marshall. Number 14, Alfie Bradshaw.
Warrington Rylands have just gone 3-0 up on Ilkeston. Also, here's a big scoreline for you. For those of you who... Clitheroe, 8-1 up on Darlaston. I know it's not going to be the scoreline of the week. That goes to the under-21s game with Sheffield Wednesday, who lost 6-8 to Huddersfield Town. Devlin Moses scoring a hat-trick and losing.
Putting goalie whack.
Don't know what on earth happened there. It's one of those you think just when it comes through on the scoreline, you think that's a glitch. As Charles covers this ball back to, he's trying to turn and will now can only send it out of play. Back on the left, Jana will take this throw in. Back into defence. Now over to McNally, he's the deepest man back. Clip forward, then back to McNally. Takes down what was a looping pass. Launched forward. Smythe will hope to cover it. His header's a bit awkward, but O'Connor will be the first man onto it. Actually misses his header, and the man on it was Foley. Now Foley gets it back on the right-hand side, laid it forward, trying to get back to Foley, but then intercepted and played out. And now Morris, and it's calling for it on the right-hand side. It's Bradshaw, but instead Morris tries to pass it forward. It's blocked off, but then it's a loose pass that goes to Hogg. Hogg, now he's going to try and find Alfie Bradshaw, who's chasing down the right, maybe just a bit overhit by Hogg. It will go out for a throw-in on that far side. Huddersfield Town 2-1 up on Barnsley, we just mentioned them earlier. Hardy the goal scorer. Maybe they've got some of the goal scorers from yesterday. And here comes the ball forward from Prescot. Eagledon's header only goes behind. Here comes slip through, but then great tackle there from Connor Smythe. That was almost Jack Goodwin, and it's a corner kick though to Prescott. After wreck now 2-0 down to Harrogate Railway. Joe Naver the goal scorer. Warwick Winterton Rangers 2 up on Mobley Rain. Ollie Nicholson the man with the goal, and Club Phone Colliery now 3 up on Ilkley. Harry Brown has got the goal. So another set piece to defend. They have been looking really strong from set pieces, Prescott. That is a concern coming into this part of the game, where they become more and more important. Keenan to Ferguson sounds like he'll be coming on soon. Here comes Jenner, gets the header, but well wide in the end. So back it is with Townsend. Good. 76 minutes gone. 14 to go normal time. Townsend prefers to launch this one away. Take his time. He's going to get. I think he's going to get telling off here because he's just changed the spot to his ball, caused a lot of anger from the Prescott players, and now he boots that one forward. Goes beyond, but then Rawson can't get to it. Clear up in the head. Janner will head it away. He's going to win every header, Janner, isn't he? Here, as Prescott have it on the right hand side, launched forward. Eagledon will head it out and we'll go out for a throw into Prescott, who are attacking more and more. So if you don't want to be sucking into playing just constantly deep like they did against Warrington Town, that led to the goal as a loop ball goes into the box, but Townsend will get it. Montgomery just got one back against Winterton. Sean Michael Tye, the scorer. Ball going forward. Rawson will chase it. Awkward head, it comes off Rawson. He's getting his shirt pulled, Rawson, as he checks it back to Morris. Then back to Smythe. I think that probably should have been a free kick. Now Morris going forward, wants an option, but no one going ahead of him, so he'll give it back to Smythe. Smythe drill pass into the middle to Bradshaw. Bradshaw turns, got options on the left, gives it back into the left. Poole comes off Bradshaw. Poole then loop it in the middle. Rawson's trying to do something. We're headed away though, and Foley comes past Foley. Peel's trying to handball, but then back to O'Connor. Vades a tackle nicely, lays it off for Smythe, who will loop all forward, headed away, and that should be the attack over. But then they do knock it out. Launch ball into the bench of Stocksbridge from Oscar Rosenblatt. And here comes a substitute. Keenan Ferguson is coming on. He will replace James Morris.
Replacing number 10 James Morris is number 15 Keenan Ferguson.
Two subs left on the bench for the Steels now, which is Luke Cancelo and Chris Bamira. Smythe, you can tell, has been in the works because his shirt is not yellow anymore, it's brown. Throws well forward, looking for Rawson, headed into the box, but Cooney will claim. Rawson's trying to get into it though, and Cooney eventually does claim under a bit of pressure. Rawson trying to make it not easy for the young goalkeeper, who then just throws it out to McNally. Goes in front to him. McNally will the pitch is cutting up a bit here at the moment, this rain. Headed into the box and he goes past Ferguson. Then Charles heads it back for Townsend. Ferguson just needs to be a bit more alive here. I've liked Ferguson so far since signing for the Steels, but caught ball watching for a second. Ball forward. Rawson can't get to the header. Away by McNally, goes out. Both teams will appeal, and it's going to be Prescott's throwing, much to the annoyance of everyone Stocksbridge related. McNally launch it forward and on, and Eagledon will boot it away. Rawson challenging, headed backwards by Hollett, but Jana will just get onto it, and back with Cooney it goes, who takes the touch, taking his time with it, the goalkeeper. He wants his kick to be right, so he doesn't come right back at him. Surprised no one's pressuring. I suppose they don't mind how much time he takes here. Ball forward, headed on, and will end up going out, and that will be a Stocksbridge throw-in. Ilkeston have one back against Rylands. Daniel Odanyaya, the scorer. And Hallam, who were losing 1-0, now 3-1 up against Middlesbrough. Danny South, the former Steel, has got the latest goal. The ball back here for Smythe to take this throw-in. Taking his time with it. And Prescott getting more and more irritated, which you can't blame for. We'd be irritated on the other side as well. As the ball is eventually cleared by Hollett as it went into the opposition box. Could bounce awkwardly this, but eventually goes into Townsend. Jack Goodwin was hovering. On foot welfare, now 5-0 up on Glasshoughton. Ryan Ellison the scorer. While Winston Rangers 3-1 up on Maltby Main. Ben McGregor, the man with the goal. Ball launched forward, headed away by Jana, then returned forward into defence, and Prescott get the ball back there. Possession stats must be getting very, very high right now. But then it's a sliced ball by McNally that just goes out of play for a throw-in. Stocksbridge will want a goal to make sure that this game properly killed off. So back with Smythe here. Ball launched forward, headed away. Then it's Bradshaw got something onto it, still in midfield. Donaldson trying to come away with it. O'Connor, who played over the top, no one there for it. Back it will go with the keeper Cooney, who rolls it. And there's a bit of two between Connor Smythe and Tony Donaldson. We're going to get a stoppage here. Not entirely sure what triggered that. Now what Connor Smythe not following the instructions of the idols of don't fight a man with a perm. And I think that's as obscure as my music knowledge will get, is the idols, I'm afraid. Sheriff Deans is going to be a substitute coming on for Prescott. He's their last substitute. He will replace Matty Waters.
For Prescott Cable, replacing number 11, Matthew Waters. Number 15, Sharif Deans.
So the entire 16 used by Prescott today. Ball going forward, Eagledon will head it away. Brought down well by Francis Smith, keeps it tight before pulling tackle loops area, and he's going to loop. You know, I have looking for Bradshaw, who's not been the cleanest on the ball there, but it goes and it does go out of play for a Prescott throw-in. Back into defence it goes. Prescott trying to build an attack. It's a poor pass that O'Connor will get onto though. So no one ahead of him to take advantage, and eventually his tackle goes out for a Stocksbridge throw-in though. And that has energised the Steel's fans here. Beverley Town have gone 3-1 up on Frickley. Jack Humphreys the scorer. Restored that 2-goal advantage. We would like that 2-goal advantage. Smythe launches it forward, goes past Rawson, who had two men sandwiching him. Cleared away. Here, Hogg trying to judge it, but he goes behind him. And eventually Keenan Ferguson is the man who heads it away before Smith returns it. Nice knock on by Goodwin, but Charles slides well, knocks it out for a throw-in. Thank you to Joe on the private message, by the way, going nice Idols reference. That one I think has gone down well. Follows forward, and it's Poole who has it now. Back in the midfield. Looking to get it forward, and then comes down under pressure. Free kick for Stocksbridge. That's exactly what the Steels need to burn more of this clock. Great scoreline here, if you just noticed. South Leeds winning 5-4 against Louth Town. And with 10 minutes to go, Louth have just got one back. That's going to have a great ending, that game. If you are at South Leeds. I think that's the John Charles Stadium. I mean, new football. One of the last times we'll see this Chryso football, which will be replaced in the summer. Much to the joy of all these footballers out there. Apparently it's like kicking a rock. And actually, I've kicked one of those things. They do hurt to kick. Etherington will take the free kick. He's trying to get it down the channel here. Jana will head it away. Only back here to Poole, who gives it back to Rawson on the right wing. He's forced backwards. Jana in the back. Goes through him, Jana, and it will be a free kick to Stocksbridge. Steele's doing what they need to so far. And Stockbridge haven't really put anyone forward for this set piece, interestingly. Connor Smythe will go over to take, which that is actually a bit surprised. I thought they would have Alex O'Connor just to have Smythe in position. Because they're a bit exposed on this far side if they do a quick switch. They'll put a few people forward, but this, you're going to play it short here to Charlesworth, who then gets tripped again. It'll be another free kick. 85 minutes gone. I thought you'd think it'd be a bit early for this sort of time wasting. Well, you don't see this until added time, but Stockbridge are keen to get, hold on to the win. Eagleton is going to go forward this time though, and so is Everington. So I think there's going to be a more traditional set piece with Hogg and O'Connor and Charles. I think Ferguson staying back. Smythe will take the free kick. Left-footed into the middle, headed away. Hogg, Everett to bring it down, and then it's Poole. It took a deflection, that effort, and in the end it goes right to Cooney. Launch forward, and then Poole can only head it backwards. Charles are trying to stop it with a header, loops in the air, gets a second header on it, and then Charles trying to come away from it. In the end, it's Etherington that boots it away. Will go out for a throw-in. Out for a throw-in here on the right-hand side, which will be launched forward by McNally. Smythe heading it up into the air, trying to get the second header. Comes off. Both teams are appealing for it, but it will be a Prescot throw-in. Stocksbridge throwing everyone back. Only Rawson staying up at the moment, as McNally has the ball. Now Rawson will head back. It will be a long throw from the fullback. Here it goes, and then Rawson got a touch. It's going to loop out. It's going to be a corner kick. Actually, no, it's come off Jana. It will be a goal kick. 87 minutes gone. 3 of normal time to go. Stockton were 1-0 down. Now they're 2-0 up. They're getting the 3 points back after having them deducted yesterday. Ball back, and Townsend will launch it forward. Head away by Jana. Returned by Smythe. Brought down on the chest. Out forward, O'Connor will head it away. Bradshaw got a touch on it. Onto Rawson on the left. Rawson going down the left wing. He's got no one in the middle really, so he's going to continue going down the left and keep it in the corner flag. Then he tries to play in the middle, but Bradshaw not there, and Prescott will intercept, and now it's spread out to Jana on the left-hand side of the Prescott defence. And he's coming forward with it. Goes forward, but well intercepted by Charlesworth. Bradshaw wants it in the red, but Charlesworth runs into the middle. Then he tries to get it to Bradshaw. It's well to hit, and it's going to go back in to be a throw-in for Prescott. Quickly taken. Now with Cooney. He's in his own semicircle before getting it forward. Eagleton will head it away, but it's only going to go back here to McNally. McNally out to the right. Here to Rosenblatt, who is taken down by Smythe, and this is now a dangerous free kick the Steels will have to defend. Clitheroe have gone 9-1 up on Darlaston. Sakuba Sanogo, the goal scorer. Prescott fans are still cheering their team on as they look for this late equaliser. It's around about now when Stockbridge conceded against Warrington Town last week. They don't want that to happen again. Francis Smith will take the free kick. Almost everyone up here. As it goes to Jan, who heads it into the 6-yard area, appeals for handball, came off the top of the chest there. And then I think there's a Stockbridge player down, but then we're going to hold a free kick as Stockbridge think they're about to go on the break.
I can't believe he's blown it.
I think the advantage will be given. There's a bit of afters here between the teams. And there is one of the Prescott players has just gone down holding his balls. Tony Donaldson's just rushing over. He's already been involved in it. We're going to see Liv Phillips come over physio, because it was a Stockbridge player who got took down. We haven't identified him just yet. And then as a few players come together, one of the Prescott players has gone down clutching his nether regions. Well, one scoreline that is not working for us. Apparently Workington have taken the lead against Morpeth. Actually works for us and works against us, because Morpeth are Didn't realise that was the other 6-pointer happening today. Well, to bring me more from that. Actually, it will just be a drop ball. This. I think there's some discussions happening between our officials here, Umar Ahmed, Dwayne Chappell, and Joe Wink Simmons. And the game will just continue.
Okay.
Which I think, to be fair, I don't know what the hell happened.
No.
I don't think the referee does either. And we don't have any video camera, we don't have VAR. Fairness, this is actually where...
Mine's a rubber, I thought there was nothing untoward.
This is where VAR can actually be useful in that sort of situation, to be fair to it. Because we're a fair commentary team. There's times at lunch, there'll be 4 minutes of added time in this one.
The referee
goes forward. Ingleton tries to head away and he's trying to clear it, knocked away from him. Then Smythe comes away, boots it forward. 50-50 as it went out from him, but Hollett has it. Will return it to Cooney. Takes it under control. Now we'll boot it forward. It's a nice boot from Cooney, but Hull got something of a header on it. Ferguson will track it, heads it backwards, goes over Townsend, who then claims it and drops to the floor. We've had 1 minute of added time already. So we might see a bit more for that. Bit of confusion what happened there. Aston Villa have equalised in the 88th minute against Leeds United. Tammy Abraham the scorer. Ball goes forward, headed away though by Hollett. Returned by Charlesworth, then knocked forward by Foley. Hogg will head it forward. Donaldson, the goal scorer. It's not forward, Luke forward. Ferguson will try and track it. So it's on the left hand side here. Sheriff Dean's knocked it in the middle, but it will go out for a goal kick. 1 minute and 50 seconds have elapsed on the clock for added time. And what would be a huge, huge win for Stocksbridge this season. Back with Townsend now. Needs a good kick and a good hit knock on. Second ball is everything in this sort of situation. Goes forward, it's going to drift into the middle. Rawson's going to reach for it, gets touch onto it, but then it's Foley who gets that second touch. Out to Deans, well in from Charlesworth, but it loops back to Smith. Smith, who's going to get it down the right wing. It's one they're going to track to try and keep it in, and it's going to bounce awkwardly, and they've kept it in. Smythe contested for it, but it's going to be Prescott put a ball into the middle. Townsend claims it on the edge of the 6-yard area. 2 minutes 40 seconds have now gone of added time. Townsend now will get it forward. He's looking for Rawson. Chests it down, but then he just goes back to Prescott. And well, that was a sliding tackle from Poole. That would have been penalised if it connected with anyone. Smith getting it forward, headed on by Janner, who's gone as a makeshift centre forward. And then there's a late hit tangent on Smythe, and it's a free kick to Stocksbridge. And that Tony Donsel's just kicked the ball into Connor Smythe. I think we might have to fight the man with a perm. We're becoming villain number 1 here. How's the referee not spotted that? Because that should be a booking, surely.
Yeah, they just waved it away.
Burnley have equalised in the last minute against Chelsea. Zian Fleming, the goal scorer. 3 minutes 30 have now elapsed on the clock, but we might get a bit more because of some of these stoppages.
Then Townsend's having a go with hands.
Yeah. So Alex O'Connor's having remonstrated with Jordan Lemon over something. The ball back with Townsend, and the ball will be launched for. He's looking for Rawson in its left hand side. Chests it down well, but it'll go out for a throw-in for Prescott. Launch forward. Smythe got a header onto it. Out again for another throw-in. We are past the 4 minutes. 4 minutes 15 on the clock has gone. There'll be a telling off from McNally for taking too many yards, because one of the Prescott subs basically had to just rob that off a Stocksbridge fan in the crowd. McNally launching it forward. Janner trying to bring it down. Smythe trying to take the touch. Going forward here on the right. Cross into the middle. Goes out to right. Chest into the 6-yard area. It's clumsy. It's in the 6-yard area. Townsend jumps on it. That should be that. Massive, massive from Ben Townsend. 4 minutes 50 seconds of the 4 minutes added time have now been on the clock. Launched it forward. Full time. The Steels have won at home for the first time since October.
Oh,
It's been a problem. It's the first time Jonathan Lemon has won a home game since becoming Stocksbridge manager. They did equalise through a pretty weak effort from Tony Donaldson, but Tommy Marshall scored a lovely close range finish to make it 2-1 to the Steels. Thank you very much to everyone who's been here today. The Steels win 2-1 against Prescott Cables, a massive win. We'll see you next Saturday as we make the trip to FC United. I've been Adam Allcroft. Good night.
Adam on the YouTube channel. Just search for Stocksbridge Sports Steels Official. And you'll be able to get all your commentary.
Can't hear you. You can't turn it more because it'll break it.
See if that's any better.